What are the kind of protections that a aggrieved woman might need? One is, first thing first, if there is any threat to her life, or she is already in a situation where she is hospitalized, complete stoppage of the husband or her fam or his family to meet the woman. भाई तुम अब बस करो मारना पीटना ये बच्ची को टाइप, that is barring them. Two, whether that is home, office, or any new place that the woman is staying at. So complete, that there is no access that the husband or his family has to see the woman or the child or any child in such relation, school or anywhere the child is. So in case they do go, it would be trespass. It would be again an offense under law. So through only way they can go is to get visitation rights. So the husband now the court has also included media, which means no social media contact, no emails, no phones, no messaging. And also, what they have very importantly included in this protection orders is barring the husband or the family from accessing the bank accounts of the woman. So that is a very important aspect that we see. So they have tried to tried to loop in every aspect where the husband can get access. Not just husband, when I mean husband, I mean the defendant.
Yes.
So where the defendant can get access or harm or try to harm the woman in any way that can be. So these are the ways that I have just laid down.
Okay.
So the relief that they can get is financial, wherein if the woman doesn't have a stable job or a good enough job to pay her bills or the child's bill, a financial compensation, child maintenance. So these two things are very important. So if the husband, there are case laws wherein the husband has to pay for even legal costs. So
Yes.
they say that, like, the woman doesn't have enough to file the case and fight against you. So I
Yes.
am paying for my own fight against me. So these are kind of things that husbands will all, like the defendants will also come up with.
Yes.
So if the woman is not in the position to pay for her or the child's medical expenses, the defendant needs to bear it. Going further, you can see that residential arrangement or expenses. Now, this is a very broad thing. Uh, Actually, everything is very broad, but this is the court has very nicely stated this, that if the wife doesn't have a place to go, the husband has to provide for a place to stay for the wife and a child if need be. So recently, just last month, there was a landmark judgment that said that no matter what, if you want, you get out of the house, but you give the aggrieved woman a shelter to stay. So there have been times wherein the defendant has walked away from that house and found a new house, and given the place to stay for the aggrieved woman and the child.
Right.
Next is child custody. So there are two things in child custody. If there has been domestic violence on the face of it itself, mostly the woman gets the custody of the child. Mostly, like 99.9999%. However,
Right.
if she's not in the position, say mentally, physically, financially, she's not in the position to handle the child, and if the defendant seems to be reasonable, financially stable, not a drunkard, not a rapist kind of a situation, the court will give custody to the child, especially if the child has the potential to think for himself. That is, the child is capable of thinking for himself. So situations like that, definitely there is a fair battle from the husband's side as well to get custody. So there are a lot of times wherein we have to create a situation uh, for our client to get the custody.